Hey, what up, guys? Rare Spark here, and I'm coming at you with number two, game two of my NCAA tournament series, which continued after my high school hoop series. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please go check that out. But we're going up against one of the best colleges in basically the country, Michigan State. So let's see if we can take them down. They are the Michigan State Spartans. They are always making it into the last rounds of the NCAA tournament, but unfortunately, they don't know who they're running into today. They are running into the Florida State Gators, who are definitely a better team. I'm not gonna lie, and it looks like we may eliminate them early this year out of the NCAA tournament. I just wanted to give you guys a little updates on the channel while I'm just gonna have the gameplay in the background. I am getting NHL 13 tomorrow, so I know there's not a huge fan base for NHL videos, but I'll be putting them out videos out as well along with this series. So maybe every once in a while, instead of a college hoops game, you'll see a game with NHL. So that's pretty cool. They have clubs, which is basically like Crew and NBA 2K, and it is a lot of fun because they actually have playoffs, and as you saw there, it is Tebow time. I edited this game so it's rather quick, the first beginning parts, but then at the end of the game, it is unedited due to the fact that this is a very close game, and I wanted to see you guys feel the pressure that I felt going up against this team. This team is very good. I am not going to lie, this team gave me a lot of problems, and as you'll see towards the end, it gets really close, and we'll see what happens. But in the beginning, point guard's dominating like he always does. I just wanted to let you know about a little editing difference I did this time. I didn't really show the free throws as much as I usually do, just because it's more of a pain than anything else. So it's not really Tebow time too much in this game. He did not have a good game, especially in the beginning of the game. He just had trouble. So as you see, it's 18-17 going into the half. Michigan State is leading, but I'm pretty sure we can regain the lead. I was a little worried, but I had faith in my team. And as you see, Chuck Norris is just beasting. He is doing what he's supposed to do, and he's helping out the team win. But as you see, my point guard always can knock down the three. And he gets a steal here. He gets a nice dunk. But back to NHL. It is a lot of fun, and I hope some people would actually give it a chance, because I tried it about 2 years ago. I gave it another try, and it turned out to be my second favorite game behind NBA 2K. I also play FIFA, which I have one gameplay of me playing on a pro club there, so I'll probably be uploading that soon. I'm just going to commentate over it. I'm not going to really do any editing because the video is fairly short. So those are a couple games I have planned, and unfortunately for those of you that like my Call of Duty commentating, or some of you, I know there are not too many of you, but I'm not getting Black Ops 2. I might get it once I find out if it's good, but I am not going to be pre-ordering it this year. Every year I say I'm going to give Call of Duty one more chance, and it's Tebow time here in the second half. But like back to what I was saying, I always give Call of Duty another chance, and it always ends up disappointing me. Like, I have not touched Modern Warfare 3 for about a month and a half now, and before that I still wasn't playing it that much. So it's a very close game here. Michigan State is trying to come back against my team, and they're doing a pretty damn good job, I'm not going to lie. They get a lot of open looks, but Chuck Norris gets called for the goaltend here, which was just ridiculous, because I really do not believe that was a goaltend. He went up for the rebound, he grabbed the board, and they decided to call a goaltend on it. This game at the end was very frustrating, because you'll see once I stop editing out part of the game that they do this full court trap on me, and it works way too well in this game. You cannot even dribble up the court, and they can trap more than one guy. The first guy they'll trap, and then you'll pass it to the second guy, he'll be trapped, and then it causes a bunch of turnovers because of the fact that you're making all these dangerous passes to get out of the double team. I believe you'll see it here. so I'm not exactly sure. But sorry for those little edits that I didn't take out. But I figured I would show you the full-on gameplay. The only things I edited out towards the end is the timeouts. So if you see it randomly jump, it's simply because either my team or the other team called the timeout. Now, Alex Morrison doesn't play too much for me in this series so far, but he did come up pretty big with some big buckets here. And Chuck Norris just decided not to block that. I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure he could have swatted that if he really wanted to. And Chuck Norris getting into the lane here and causing havoc, trying to keep the Gators in this game and to win this game. And they hit a three here. That was the most frustrating. I really felt like I contested that shot extremely well, and they end up hitting it. And as you saw there, the half-court trap, just really frustrating. I got trapped twice, and I end up losing the ball, which allows Michigan State to come down and score 2 buckets here. And they actually gain the lead at this point. And at this point, I'm freaking out. I'm like, great, my series is over. I lost the game. What am I going to do? Am I going to have to re-record it? What am I going to do? So I was freaking out here, but I had trust in my team, and I felt like we could get it done. So let's see what ends up happening here. I'm going to stop talking for a little while. Chuck Norris misses an easy layup. That was the most frustrating thing ever for me. I thought I could just get it to him down low and he'll tie up the game, but I try to go for a trap here. It does not work, so I have to intentionally foul. And I skip here because I had to intentionally foul a bunch of times. And he makes the first one, so that makes it a 3-point game here. And right now I'm thinking this game's over. It's over. We're done. But if anyone ever watched the NFL last season, everyone knows last minutes of the game. You know what time it is? Does anybody know what time it is? Let's see if you can guess it. My point guard's got the ball, dribbling around. Going into slow motion, kicks it out to Tim Tebow with 1.6 left, puts it up. Bang! It is Tebow time. As you knew, in the NFL he did it, and now in the NCAA he does it as well. There he goes with a clutch moment for the Florida Gators to tie it up, and we send it into overtime here. Chuck Norris cannot get the ball off the tip, but Tebow time came through. Came up big, and let's see how it goes down in the overtime, see if we can pull this one out after a tough-fought battle against Michigan State, one of the best teams I've played so far in this series. They come down and hit a quick bucket in the beginning of overtime. I just couldn't. I was like, I'm not going to go through all that just to lose. So I send it down to Chuck Norris, who gets the easy bucket, ties it up, and you know I'm not going to lose. I'm not going to give up. I'm never going to lose to this team. I'm going to keep fighting until we win this game. We're in the Verizon Center, if I hadn't mentioned in the last video, which is where the Wizards play. And we are putting on a show for Washington. And I'm sure anyone that watched this game will surely enjoy it. So Chuck Norris trying to defend the paint here, does a great job. And does not allow them to get off a shot. And Tim Tebow kicks out to my point guard, who has the wet jumper, and he makes the 3. So that makes it a 3-point game. We got the lead. Michigan State's calling a timeout here, trying to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to come back. And, you know, Florida, our team played lockdown defense in the overtime. I am not going to lie. They scored a couple buckets, but not enough. But we'll see if they can make a comeback now with the last few minutes remaining. But it's looking like we're going to lock up the defense on the defense, and they're not going to be able to do anything. Chuck Norris with a nice block here, helping out the team tremendously. My point guard kicks it out to Tim Tebow, and it is Tebow time again. Everybody start Tebowing in Florida. We need to win this game. Now we got a 6-point lead here. But Michigan State does not give up. They come back, and I believe they come down and score here. So this game was very intense, even up into overtime when it looked like I was going to win this. But they come down and they make it a 4-point game, which anyone knows in basketball, 4-point game with 2 minutes to go, that's not a lead at all. The game could go to anyone at this point, and I still wasn't exactly sure who was going to win. But are they really going to leave Tim Tebow open again? Bang! Tim Tebow. Clutch once again. Giving us a 7-point lead here in the overtime. Just coming up big time after being a disappointment in the first half and really not helping out the team. Now he's coming up big in the overtime, but like I said, the trap works tremendously well in this game, and they're able to steal the ball from my point guard and get to the line, I believe. Oh, no, excuse me. They actually called an offensive charge. Alex Morrison was actually able to get his feet set, and they were able to call the charge on Michigan State. And this pretty much sealed the deal here. This was the dagger. Jamal Givens getting into the paint off the pick and roll and slamming it down. Tim Tebow is locking up that shooting guard right now, not letting him get any breathing room, but they come down and splash the three, giving us only a 4-point lead once again, or 5-point lead, excuse me. And like I said, the trap works way too well, and they were just able to trap me and really frustrate the hell out of me. So I did it back to them, and we actually get the ball here because in college it's a possession thing, and the possession happened to be pointing to my team, so that's why we were able to get the ball back. And as you see, Tim Tebow draining another three. He was just completely clutch in the overtime, and I guess it's really true. Tim Tebow, it is Tebow time in the last minutes of the game. Coming up big for me, and he actually shocked me extremely because he was struggling all game, and he was able to come up big in the overtime. So as you see here, they're intentionally fouling Chuck. They're trying to get us to get to the free throw line so he can miss some free throws, but you know, I do something stupid here because I was getting frustrated. I didn't feel like getting intentionally fouled because for whatever reason in this game, you actually do have to intentionally foul a bunch of times before it actually registers that you're in the penalty. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's how college works. I don't really watch NCAA too much, so I'm not exactly sure. But like I said, we did something stupid there and we caused a turnover. And they were able to hit another shot here, and it just brought them even closer. And this was actually getting nerve-wracking because I know I had a big lead, but they kept poking away at it, and I was afraid that they were going to make a comeback. And with only a 6-point lead with 20 seconds to go, it's not a small lead, but it's not exactly the biggest either. But this pretty much sealed the deal here. We were able to run down the court and splash the three. That was the dagger that settled it all. There was no way they were coming back now. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Next round is going to be coming out in the next, hopefully tomorrow or the next day. Like I said, I'm getting NHL 13 tomorrow, so I'm not going to promise any videos other than maybe some NHL 13 creation footage or something like that. But Tim Tebow's not able to knock down the buzzer beater. But he was in the biggest moment where it sent us into overtime. So there we go. Florida Gators defeat the Michigan State Spartans, and Chuck Norris was the player of the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the close game. And more videos will be coming out soon. So thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please like, rate, and subscribe. And I am on Twitter now, RareSparkNBA. RareSpark out.